Welcome to Good Mythical More. Let's explore movies that you shouldn't watch with your parents. I don't care what age you are. There's some movies that you just got to watch on your own. We're going to rank these.
But first, we're going to donate $1,000 to the JED Foundation to aid in their mission to protect emotional health and prevent suicide for teens and young adults. The JED Foundation partners with high schools and colleges to strengthen their mental health, substance abuse, and suicide prevention programs, and they work to equip young people with skills and knowledge to help themselves and help each other. Please join us in giving at jedfoundation.org.
All right. Thank you for being your mythical best. Checking out Jed. All right. Stevie, what movie do you want us to assess first?
I mean, whatever floats your boat. I have little bullet points about.
Okay, well then
about
Titanic. Was
Let's
that a joke?
Let's start with Titanic, because that
Yeah,
is a
totally.
boat.
Okay, so I mean,
Okay, so you got your parents.
I feel like it's Pay Me Like One of Your French Girls is really the scene that there might be some uncomfortable nature situations, but this one strikes me as this is an easy watch with my parents. My parents would be fine with this.
Well, how she laid there completely nude and he was painting her, right?
Yeah, but it's for art.
So there's some art nudity.
Yeah,
There's also a steamy car scene.
Steamy
as well.
car scene.
But yes, the main thing is the.
Well, she
Draw Me Like
puts
One
her
of Your
like
French
hand on the
Girls.
window.
Yeah.
And there may be some noises.
Are you judging these based on current day situations? Because I feel like we should go back to like maybe when these movies came out and you're watching them with your parents, or just a younger, more uncomfortable mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's say.
Are you saying to be
let's
more
say you're-
relatable, Stevie? Because we're middle-aged.
I mean, I
That's
think
not what I was saying. I'm just saying as you get older, you get more comfortable with watching things with your parents.
So let's
'cause you
say we're in
don't
high
really
school.
care.
Let's just say we're in high school for all of these.
Yeah.
I still think that this wouldn't be that bad.
I mean, I anything made me uncomfortable around.
Well,
like,
we're not talking
my
about you
parents
being
or-
uncomfortable. We're talking about your parents being uncomfortable.
Oh no!
No.
This
you
is all
being,
about
you being
me being
uncomfortable
uncomfortable
watching it with your
with my
parents.
Well,
parents
because
there.
your parents are uncomfortable. Because you're worried about
No.
what they think.
See,
No.
this is a different. This shows how different we are. See, I was very uncomfortable that like, oh, my parents are gonna know that I'm seeing this and that I'm, figuring something out. My dad, I would go visit my dad and he'd rent a movie and it would be Lethal Weapon 4 and I learned a
I'm
lot.
figuring something out. I'm figuring out what boobies look like.
For you didn't care at all. You would watch anything in front of your parents.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that
They
like,
would be embarrassed?
I would be worried. Like, are they gonna make? Am I gonna feel uncomfortable because they feel uncomfortable, not because they're seeing me see boobs, but we're seeing boobs together, and they feel so uncomfortable that it makes me feel awkward that this is happening in this moment. Not like I'm being educated in some way. So,
I think I would be a little uncomfortable, but as a kid, or I mean, if with my kids watching Titanic, we could do that.
that is a good way. That is a good way to
Let's just
gauge it
look
as
at
well.
that.
Is like watching it with our own kids.
So I think this one, we're gonna rank
It's
these.
pretty
This
low.
one's low. So I'm gonna put this one over here. Something about Mary.
As her hair indicates.
I never noticed that.
That is the scene in question for me. I mean, there's a lot of really
I remember.
raunchy jokes, but
remember
that
this-
one is the one that you're like, whoa, that's happening.
I mean, I remember he zipped his junk up in his zipper. Is that related to this scene?
Those
No.
are the two. Those are the
That's
two
the one.
major. Yeah.
That's the one I remember.
They're related. In the
And there's
fact
a
that
shot-
it's
there's a
about his
shot-
junk.
There's a shot of the zipped up zipper
Yeah.
with like
Two places that
The
the
stuff-
scrode comes out.
stuff coming through.
It's like it came out, then came back together, then went out, and then came back together again.
oh gosh, that's visceral, man. And you're watching.
But here's the thing. That scene is, I think that's fun for the whole family. I think that the scrode scene is fun for the whole family because it's just skin and a zipper.
Yeah.
But when somebody takes that particular substance and uses it in their hair,
Yeah.
that's crossing a line.
Yeah, that's pretty cringe.
But
if
it's
your parents
comedy.
are looking over your shoulder.
But the fact that it's comedy makes it less uncomfortable.
But it's still.
Than if it was like you were actually like it was a serious scene where somebody was using it as a hair product. You can imagine something like that. So for right now, that's on the upper end.
Yeah, like I'm trying to. We were watching something recently, and like, I mean, Lily's the one who's like, well, I'm gonna watch this, but I don't want to watch it with you guys. She says that a lot. I'm gonna watch this series, but yeah, I don't want to watch it with you guys because I'll suggest things. I'm like, hey, we just need to be comfortable watching stuff together. I mean, well, I know you know stuff, and
I know you know stuff.
I know you know probably just as much as I do. So let's just watch a movie together.
Safe bet, yeah.
And let's get over it. But she's still a little uncomfortable about some of that. But I can't remember what movie it was, but it wasn't that. I think that would be pushing it for me now.
We would definitely watch something about Mary as a family.
Yep.
In fact, I'm getting ideas.
That makes me a little.
Something about Mary is next on the docket.
Let's go with Team America World Police. It's a marionette movie made by.
Did not see this.
Who? This was made by.
I haven't seen it. It's the Robot Chicken folks, right? Okay, Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
South Park
guys. All I know is that it's like super offensive on purpose. But what happens specifically?
I didn't see it either.
I actually
a.
saw this.
Oh, you did?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I watched it.
Do you remember the scene that's in question?
Was there a sex scene?
Yeah, there is a marionette puppet sex scene, which includes just about every sexual position in the Kama Sutra.
Well, because you've got marionettes, you might as well do it.
Oh, it says if you watch the uncut version, you may see some things that are usually reserved for a toilet.
Ooh, gosh.
Wow.
But
they went
it's
there.
But it's still just a marionette.
It's still marionette.
Yeah.
It's still comedic.
It's not something in Mary's hair. It's a marionette.
Well, hold on a second.
I gotta
you want to put
say-
it above?
I think this is. I'd rather watch this because it's just puppets, wrestling.
Yeah, but you're literally watching the sex act.
What kind of noises are being made?
Sexual ones.
You haven't seen it.
Well, okay, were
I will
sexual
say-
noises being made
Oh,
while
I'm
the puppets
sure.
were having sex?
I was going to say,
You guys
Avenue
remember?
Q, the Broadway show Avenue Q, I saw that with my mom, and there's a sex scene that is nowhere near as explicit as what they're explaining. But it's a puppet sex scene, and I was uncomfortable.
What? Here's
Yeah,
the
you're
thing.
uncomfortable,
It's
but-
actual sex. It's extended.
It's not actual. It's puppets.
It's
That's the
actual
difference.
pucket. That's what happens when a puppet sex extended. This is implying something that happened, and then you're seeing the result of.
But it's so
and
cringy.
it's a joke.
But it's so cringy and embarrassing. And then
it's over. It's in her hair and it's over. Well, it's in there for multiple scenes, but this is like
it's on the movie poster.
the moment that it's happening. I think that listen, I haven't even seen this. But what you just described with my parents, I feel like there's going to be a heightened and extended discomfort situation.
I'll say,
Okay, Stevie, we
we'll
disagree
say
on
they
this one,
tie.
so we're going to defer to you.
I think I agree with Rhett because there's something about Mary. While it's a little bit more R-rated, it reminds me of like a Meet the Parents type of movie where it's like it's very comedy forward, even though there's scenes that are like in bad.
It almost
taste.
seems like the kind of thing that would happen at like a family reunion that they would talk about next year.
Yeah.
Like, did you last year when Jed went in the bathroom and then Earl came out with a spike? You know what happened? Like, I just think that it's not that bad. This right here, we're talking like Kama Sutra and things for the toilet.
let's go with an easier one then. Boogie Nights. Fan of this filmmaker. What's his name?
P.T. Anderson. It's
Yeah,
got
P.T.
Burt Reynolds in it.
But I have not seen this. I heard it's good. Is it good?
Well, the sex scenes are.
But this is about a
literal-
porn star, right?
There's porn depicted scenes.
I'm not gonna watch pornography with my children. I'm gonna go ahead and put this way over here. Unless you educate me about that movie. Like that's a whole world that I'm not gonna experience.
And as we explained, there's literally a penis that is shown, but it's a prosthetic penis. But in the moment, you just interpret it as a real penis. I'm sure.
Okay.
No, it's not realistic.
I have not seen True Lies. What happens in True Lies? Do you remember?
I saw it like probably the year it came out.
Now,
so-
Total Recall, I know that woman had three boobs.
I get True Lies and Last
And that's
Action
cool.
Hero mixed up.
I'm fine with all of my kids watching a third boob.
I
So-
guess
'cause
the
it doesn't really
scene
count.
the scene in question is where Jamie Lee Curtis strips for Arnold, not realizing that it's her husband, and then she hilariously trips over but gets back up again. Iconic in all caps. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
None of us have seen this. Okay.
This feels really mild.
Yeah, this scene.
Oh, it was the first rated R movie Chase ever saw.
So Chase, is it?
Were you embarrassed, Chase? Were you watching it with your parents?
I watched it with my parents, and I was definitely like under 10, and I remember that was like a put the pillow over your face scene. Like, don't watch this one.
Okay.
Put the pillow over your face.
Is it worse than Titanic?
No.
Well,
Yeah,
so-
that goes over here.
Well, that means
No,
that,
it's what-
then you need to switch them because Titanic. We're trying to figure out the least offensive one, and Chase is saying
Oh.
that True Lies is so far the
Oh
least
yeah, yeah.
expensive, least offensive.
But there's no actual nudity.
Got more offensive violence than Titanic.
Who cares about violence?
yeah, this is America, man.
Yeah, but there's no actual nudity. I mean, with this, you got actual
Wait, no,
sex
but you're
act
still
and nudity.
you're it would still
Yeah.
swap.
You're right.
It would still swap.
Who am I arguing with here? No one. Okay. Let's go with Avatar because we watched this as a family, and I did recall that there was going to be, there's like, there's the Avatar
It's blue nudity.
relations, where their tails wrap together. And,
That's just beautiful.
But it
That's not sexual. It's beautiful. It's like
It
sex
got a
has
little-
transcended the physical and become only mental, which is really the only thing that I'm about when it comes to sex. Is just the mental connection.
it
I might
got-
as well have a tail.
It got a little logistical, It was answering questions like, how do they do it? What works? What happens? But then they're also doing it with the thing that they're riding. They connect.
It's
They mind
about
meld with the thing
connection.
that they make the connection with the
Yeah.
dragon things too.
When is that next one coming out?
This one was okay. This one was.
I
this
mean,
one was
they've been
fine.
working on it.
My family
for
endured
years.
this, and there were no pillows in the faces. I don't think.
What is
because-
it, Michaela?
Wow, and it's still not out. Yeah, 10 more years before it comes out.
Do you know when it's coming out?
No, it came out in 2009. James Cameron section.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, it's only James Cameron movies. They all go together. It's like he knows that where to put that line so that the pillow goes up and the pillow comes down.
When we were fun fact, when we were trying to find a place to, move into as mythical entertainment back in the day when we were looking for a space and ended up deciding on this, one of the places we visited was this very strange warehouse that was completely like white and really high ceilings and had multiple like theaters in it, like theater style rooms. And they were like, this is currently James Cameron is renting this and he's testing out. It was some sort of, what kind of technology was he like experimenting with?
Developing like some of the advanced mocap stuff for the next Avatar.
Okay, so it
For
was
the Avatar that's
motion
still in
capture
now.
stuff. Yeah, and they were they were testing out this motion capture stuff, and they were working in this building, and I guess they were moving into another building. We didn't end up renting that one.
It's like that new Guns N' Roses album that we keep hearing about.
Well, and
That's
then,
exactly what's going to happen.
well, no, and
who cares?
We have a friend who works in like
Chinese democracy.
character design and has been working on Avatar, and like when he got this job,
That's right.
like 5 years ago, he was like, oh, I got this job working on character design for Avatar, and it's like, I'll be good for the next decade. It was like, it's just crazy how long they're working on this stuff, and we hadn't seen the daggum movie yet.
Yeah.
Come on, James.
You can rewatch
Get out of
that
the
one.
ocean with your little submarine and make us a movie, boy.
Hey, I want to remind you guys that we have a mythical grooming line. You can get all of this stuff. You can get the mythical brush.
Yeah, there it is.
You can get the mythical comb. It's musical.
Yeah, even if you
It's
drop
musical.
it still works.
You can get that. If you want your hair to be like mine, you can get the mythical clay pomade, or you can go with the original. There's also beard care stuff. This stuff is sold individually, but it's also sold, I don't know, you can buy all of it, and you can put it in this sack. Yeah. The Good Morning Mythical theme song.
Good Morning Mythical theme song, everybody.
We got the lip balm, we got candy milk, and we got peculiarly perfect peanut butter peppermint. Go to mythical.com and get all your grooming needs met. Great gifts, too.
All right, and last but not least,
American Pie.
it's been a while since I watched this as well. Remind me of how extreme it gets.
I haven't seen it, so.
It's pretty like that's the bit of this movie, you know, like
that's the
how
title.
raunchy can we go?
Well, there's a flute on the,
Yeah, a flute and
There's
an
a
apple
flute
pie.
there.
If you can imagine what those represent.
an apple pie with a hole in it.
Well, there's a hole in it for a reason. And it wasn't the flute.
Is that Elijah Wood? Was he in this movie? No. I can't tell who that guy
He
is.
would have been like,
That guy right there looks
7.
like Elijah Wood to me.
yeah, the whole point of this movie is teen sex. So,
Yeah.
so if you're a teen and you're watching this with your parents, and all of a sudden what you're talking about, which is getting them to think specific thoughts about you and
Yeah.
your own exploits,
That's got to go there, right?
it's definitely worse
It's got to
than,
go
than
there.
these two.
And this has got to go there.
I think it's actually the worst of all. I think it's worse than Boogie Nights, because at least Boogie Nights is contextualized as porn. So you can like be like, yes, this is just someone's job. You know what I'm saying? But this is like reality in your face,
It hits home.
in the pie.
It hits home.
Out of the pie and into the ether.
I think I am going to watch something about Mary again.
Yeah.
I recall that being funny.
With your kids.
Yeah. No, probably not.
Our grooming collection is growing. Shop the expanded Mythical Grooming Collection now at mythical.com.